Sophie, honey, your bun is crooked again.
Mom stood behind me in her crisp military uniform, every hair in place. Sometimes I wondered if she came out of the womb perfectly pressed and polished. Maybe if I cut it all off.
Absolutely not. A ballerina needs proper hair. You need to be perfect to get into Juilliard.
That was Mom, always pushing and expecting more. When I got an A, she asked, why not an A+? When I won silver in the regional dance competition, she reminded me gold was better. Even my little sister Rose's social media following wasn't enough. It had to be purposeful content that would look good on college applications. Dad used to balance her out, bringing chaos and laughter into our world. He'd tell us wild stories about his combat missions, teaching us survival skills just in case, and sneaking us junk food when Mom wasn't looking. But then he was deployed again, and this time he didn't come back. So I became what Mom needed, the perfect daughter. Straight A's, perfect pirouettes, student council president. I made sure Rose did her homework, kept her room clean, and stayed out of trouble. Our house ran like a military operation, and I was second in command. Until that morning when everything changed. I was helping Rose edit her latest YouTube video, a review of some new mascara. Even though she was wearing falsies and pretending it was all the mascara's magic, when Mom walked in, she looked scared. And Mom never looked scared.
Girls, I need you to pack a bag. You're going to stay with your Aunt Catherine for a while.
Aunt who?
Is she Instagram worthy?
Catherine, my sister. She lives in Arizona.
The sister she never talked about? The one whose name I'd only heard during late night arguments with Dad? Always with that edge in Mom's voice that meant danger, keep out? Mom, I can't leave. I have summer intensives, college prep courses, the youth leadership program.
This isn't a discussion, Sophie. I'm being deployed on an emergency medical mission. Something's come up.
Mom, what's really going on? She just looked at me as if measuring her next words carefully.
Sometimes doing the right thing means breaking the rules. Your father understood that, and now I need you to understand it too.
Then she pulled me close.
Trust no one and keep your sister safe.
24 hours later, we were in a black SUV with tinted windows, being driven by one of Mom's old friends through the Arizona desert. Rose was live streaming the cacti, turning our exile into content for her followers. I was trying not to throw up.
Oh my God, Sophie, look! Is that a lion?
I'd been obsessively checking Mom's last known location on my phone, but when I looked up, my heart stopped. There, sprawled across the front porch of what looked like a junkyard crossed with a fortress, was a full-grown male lion. The next chapter of Love in Deep Space is here, and it's bigger than ever. Step into the futuristic city of Lincoln and the wider cosmos, where love and destiny collide in the cinematic 3D dating sim. Available worldwide on mobile with the version 5.0 update. The brand new limited banner Throne of Eros is now live, featuring all love interests with new identities. You rise as the queen of the Alor galaxy, standing at the center of interstellar power. Fight alongside Zane, the Grand General of the Cosmic Empire. Meet Raphael, Santark of the Sanctide Court. Face Caleb, High Marshal whose path opposes yours. Rule with Silas, Sovereign of the Rising Power Chaosy. And reunite with Xavier, the Crown Prince lost to time. Version 5.0 also introduces the long-awaited home system. Build and decorate your own house, unlock the garden, and share daily moments together. From quiet routines to unexpected interactions, your home comes alive. This is the best starter experience for new players. Claim livestream rewards, join version 5.0 events, and enjoy new gameplay to enjoy 10 grand, luxurious gifts, villas, 1,000 plus furniture, memory crates, 5-star memories, wishes, diamonds, letters, paper cuts, outfits, props, journals, and more. Many people worry that games will consume too much memory. This update introduces a new quick resource cleanup feature, so you can download without any burden. Enjoy smooth and seamless gameplay. Perhaps you've played this game before, but were plagued with memory issues. Now is the perfect time to be back. Download Love and Deep Space now and begin your journey beyond the stars. The driver hit the brakes so hard our suitcases went flying. This has to be a mistake. Mom would never.
Oh, that's just Maple. Don't mind him. He's a big softie.
I turned to the voice behind me to see a woman limping down the path. She looked like Mom might have looked if Mom had been raised by wolves.
I'm your Auntie Caddy, in case you were wondering.
A softie? It's a lion! Is that even allowed?
Are you a stickler for rules and regulations?
Rules and regulations keep people safe.
Is that what Angela told you? Funny. You shouldn't take everything she says so seriously.
What do you mean? But she was already turning away, whistling for the lion to follow her.
Come on, girls, let's get you settled. We've got a lot of work to do.
Week 1 was hell. Bad Wi-Fi, no ballet, just lions, chaos, and an aunt who loved wrecking my world.
Sophie, the cubs need feeding.
I'm practicing my routine.
Life doesn't wait for perfect timing, kiddo. Sometimes you gotta dance with the lions you've got.
She was insane. She had to be. Who lets teenagers handle lions? Who builds a fortress in the desert? Who takes in dangerous animals and treats them like oversized house cats? And then Aunt Caddy dropped another bomb on us.
By the way, I enrolled you both at Desert Ridge High. You start Monday.
I paced the dusty yard that night, trying again to reach Mom. Nothing. 3 weeks of radio silence. Dad would have never dumped us in the desert with a stranger in a pride of lions. The morning of our first day, I woke up at 5 a.m. out of habit. I found Aunt Caddy already up, standing over a desk covered with maps and photographs. What's all this? She quickly rolled up a map marked with shipping routes and pins.
Conservation work. Nothing for you to worry about.
She tossed me a set of keys.
There's an old Jeep in the barn. Not pretty, but it runs. It'll help get you and Rose to school.
You're trusting me with a car?
Your mom said you were responsible back home. Besides, we're 20 miles from nowhere out here.
Desert Ridge High looked like it hadn't been updated since the 1970s. The moment Rose and I walked in, the conversation stopped. In our old school, we'd been well known. Perfect Sophie Chen and her influencer sister. Here, we were aliens.
You must be the new girls! The ones living with the crazy cat lady!
I think you meant eccentric.
Whoa, sorry, no offense. I'm Rolo. My dad's the local vet who helps your aunt sometimes. I think what she does is awesome.
Wanna be in my vlog? I'm documenting desert life.
Sure? What's a vlog?
Rose stared at him as if his teeth had turned to fangs, and I almost smiled. By lunchtime, everyone knew we were the Lion Girls. For a second, I was almost feeling like a celebrity. But my delusions were cut short when a girl with expensive highlights and designer jeans stopped at our table.
I'm Kylie Montgomery. My dad's on the town council. He says your aunt's sanctuary is a dangerous eyesore that needs to be shut down.
Her lions are rescued. They'd be killed otherwise.
Whatever. Just don't get too comfortable there, freaks. And tell your crazy aunt that my dad always gets what he wants.
And with that, she walked off.
Ignore her. Her dad wants to build luxury homes on the land near your aunt's sanctuary. He's been trying to force her out for years.
I felt a strange surge of protectiveness. Aunt Caddy might be chaos personified, but those lions needed her. And for some reason, I didn't like the idea of anyone calling her crazy but me. Back at the sanctuary, I found Rose sitting on the porch steps with her phone, but she wasn't filming.
Do you think we'll ever go home, back to our real lives?
I sank down beside her. I don't know. Mom's gone dark, and this place?
It's like we've fallen into some alternate universe where Mom has a secret sister who's basically Lion Mom, and we're the weird new kids, and nothing makes sense anymore.
Exactly.
But is it weird that I kinda like it? Not the school part. Those kids are total zombies compared to my followers. But the lions, they're actually amazing.
I had noticed that Rose's content nowadays was less makeup tutorials and more behind-the-scenes sanctuary life. Her captions were less about herself and more about conservation. Since when do you care about wildlife preservation, Rose Chen?
Since a lion named Maple purred like a motorboat when I scratched his ears. Since I realized these incredible animals are being hunted to extinction. Is that so weird?
And then one day, Aunt Caddy got sick. It started with her brushing off a fever and insisting it was nothing serious. But by the 3rd day, she couldn't get out of bed.
It's just a bug. I'll be fine.
You have a fever of 102. You need to see a doctor.
No doctors, no hospitals. They ask too many questions.
About what? The lions? She didn't answer, just closed her eyes.
There's a notebook in my desk drawer. Feeding schedules, medication routines, everything you need to know.
I can't run this place, Aunt. I'm not qualified.
Sophie, you're a Chen. We adapt.
Suddenly, the sanctuary was on me. Feeding schedules, medical routines, fixing fences. Just me, a crumpled notebook, and a pride of lions counting on me. At first, I panicked and second-guessed myself over everything. But slowly, something shifted, and I started to hear the rhythm in the chaos. When Maple paced around with his tail flicking sharply, I figured it meant his water trough was empty. When Shadow gave a low, throaty rumble, I knew she was calling for her cubs to stay close. I even started watching Sage for signs of an incoming storm. He always seemed to sense it before the first cloud appeared. And then one night, I witnessed one of the lionesses giving birth to a cub no bigger than my hand. I don't know why, but something about seeing that fragile, helpless creature nuzzling against his mom brought me to tears, and I cried like I hadn't allowed myself to in years. When Aunt Caddy finally staggered out of